that is what we're supposed to be feeding our plants, and and encourage every single farmer on earth to just stop paying money for things that are just completely unnecessary and get your microbes back in the soil. And that is actually very easy to do by just adding organic matter and just changing a few of your machinery attachments where you no longer destroy the ecosystem. There are so many beautiful farming methods that can be used that are totally abundant, bring abundance without having to spend money. At the beginning, it's a bit harder because your plants are now used to, eating all this junk food that is fertilizer. But we don't need to be sort of thinking, well, I'm just going to stay with something that's bad just because it takes a little while for this to kick in. And it happens quite rapidly once you change the methods and once you have a little bit of an experiment, and yeah. And, every gardener can have these creatures in their soil. And that's what I encourage that we do.
Yeah, because
There's a flagellate.
That's what I was going to ask you. It's fascinating because you can see the eyes, and it's like an amazing underground movement that, like I said, not the everyday person would see. So it's really fascinating. No. I'm loving this. So obviously, when I see people say about they got dandelions in the pathways or weeds, and they want what weed killer, and I just say, well, hot water will kill them immediately, rather than spraying them with chemicals. But with all the stuff that's been coming down from the skies, how is that affecting the soil? Because I mean, I know the soil is so depleted.
Yeah, to be honest, microplastics are probably a bigger problem.